The best food you can find is grown right here at home, and that's true of our state's football players too. And Georgia Farm Bureau is proud to support both. With an office in nearly every Georgia county, Georgia Farm Bureau is always the home team. And now for a look at one of Georgia's homegrown talents, here's Jeff Sintel.
Today we're going to invent a new word for this latest edition of Georgia's homegrown talents. We're going to call it the Georgification. That centers around former five-star outside linebacker Quay Walker. Quay Walker was at one time committed to Alabama. He was slated and trending to choose the Tennessee Volunteers. He ends up choosing Georgia, and that's very interesting because he did so on signing day, and he grew up not even a fan of the Georgia Bulldogs. He actually grew up liking Florida a little bit. Let's hear a little bit about his transformation into a Bulldog.
Growing up, I wasn't a Georgia fan, but as I got into recruiting and whatnot, things changed very fast, I'll say. You know, growing up here in Georgia and whatnot, you just get a great feel when you get recruited, and you won't want to go to any other state and play for them.
Speaking of transformations with Quay Walker, he was recruited as an outside linebacker, but initially at Georgia, the position fit was at an inside linebacker. There was some growth there. He had to learn things. He had to change some of his habits on the way to becoming a Bulldog.
Coming out of high school and being like a very top-notch player, coming here to Georgia, everybody's good. So it humbled me very fast just by being here and whatnot. As soon as I stepped in, I knew things were just pretty much different. It was how I had to approach myself. It's like certain things I had to do different by eating right, taking care of my body, stuff like that, on and off the field.
And finally, let's chat about Quay Walker and maturity. Some growth there on his own right. Everybody remembers that hat toss. Quay Walker recently owned up to it when he met with reporters and spoke about how that was a regrettable decision.
Yeah, I hate that. To be honest with you, I hate talking about it, but I know it's going to be something that's going to be brought up for the rest of my life just about. But looking back on it, I think it was very immature of me doing that or whatnot. But at the same time, just a kid from a small town that was just happy to be where I was or whatnot. Of course, a lot of people thought I was going to Tennessee, but I still have respect for Coach Pruitt and everything, and to the University of Tennessee.
The Quay Walker story, the Georgification of a player who grew up Florida, was committed to Alabama, and was trending towards Tennessee. He shifts from outside backer to inside backer in Athens as he takes on a new position. And he's also already grown up quite a lot during his time in Kirby Smart's program. That's what makes Quay Walker one of Georgia's homegrown talents.
Everybody knows that peanuts are the state crop of Georgia. But did you know that Georgia farmers contribute nearly $75 billion to the state's economy each year? That's not peanuts. Those billions are why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers, by promoting agriculture and offering access to benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. You can join online for just a few bucks a year. Peanuts.
Join the Georgia Farm Bureau. Grassroots support, homegrown savings.